23, public speaking tip number 23. How you say it makes a world of difference. How you say it makes a whole lot of difference. It makes a world of difference. Yeah, seriously. You're going to stand up on stage and you're going to give an awesome message. You're going to share one of the best messages that you've ever shared. You've written it the way that you want to say it. You've selected the right words. You've thrown the jargon out. You've made it, you've condensed it. You're being clear and concise. It's short, simple, and to the point. And now it's time to execute. It's time to speak and deliver. Listen, here's what I want you to know. How you say it makes a whole lot of difference. It makes a world of difference. How you say it makes a world of difference. And when you say it, there's a couple of things that I want you to keep in mind. A couple of things I want you to keep in mind. Number one, and actually, this kind of reminds me of a quote. Guy by the name of, I think it's Dr. B Alberti. And this was from, I'm a person, you guys, some of you know, I'm a personality junkie. I love personalities. I love psychology. I love understanding the thought process of people, because when we're speaking, everything that we're doing, it works on the psychology of people. And so when we wrap our words up and say our words and we combine our words, our sentences, and put it in a certain structure, we do this to have a certain psychological effect on people. And so I love reading the psychology books, like journals like Psychology Today. I love psychological study. I love the study of personality types. And those of you who worked with me before as a coach or an MBTI professional, we're doing personality surveys. I love it. But in Psychology Today, there's this article, or there's a quote by Dr. B Alberti, and he's an American psychologist, and he's the author of this book. I think it's called Your Perfect Right. But I love him because one of the things that he says is that it's not what you say. It's not what you say. It's how you say it. And some of the other things are come to being very important when you actually say it. There's 5 things. And you may want to get out a piece of pen, you may get out a piece of paper, and you may want to write this down so that you remember this, right? But when you say it, how you say it, 5 things. And number 1 of those 5 is eye contact. You want to make sure that you're looking your audience in the eye, or that you're making eye contact, and you're looking around the audience occasionally. But eye contact is extremely important. And then there's your posture. Make sure that you're standing up straight and tall, that you look confident. And I've told you this before. I've told you this before, because if you don't look strong, tall, and confident, people are unlikely to follow you. People really don't follow people who are unconfident. When's the last time you just jumped in line behind someone who's very unconfident, unmotivated, and uncaring and said, hey, I'm following him, he's right, or her, and she's right? Yeah, we don't do that. Some people, I've never seen, 20 plus years in the military, I've never seen guys follow anyone who's negative, cynical, unmotivated, uninspiring, unless they had to. Then they were very upset and disenfranchised, very unhappy. People don't follow people who aren't confident. So you got to make sure your posture makes you look confident, makes you look strong. Don't look timid and afraid. Look like you know what you're talking about. Make eye contact with the audience. That's number 2, posture. Number 3, gestures. Make your gestures. People always say, Ernie, you've got some interesting gestures. All I'm doing is it's my face. It's my face gestures. They just. It happens, right? It happens. Make gestures. Makes it interesting for your audience. Eye contact. Gestures. Look strong and confident. When the time is right, look strong and confident. If you're talking about something that's sad or you're sad, be sad. Don't stay sad. Get confident. Get back up. Be strong. Lead your audience. Lead them in the right direction. All right? Number 4. Voice inflection. Voice inflection and volume. Voice inflection and volume. Utilize your voice. You want to bring the audience closer to you? Speak lower. Take it down a few notches. You want to get the audience riled up and excited? Speak a little faster. Talk a little bit faster. Get louder. That builds the audiences. That builds them up. Gets them going. Okay? Volume. Make sure the people in the back of the audience can hear you just as well as the people in the front of the audience. Okay? Eye contact. Posture. Gestures. Voice or volume. And then fluency. Fluency. Be conversational. Be fluent in the language that you're using, but be conversational. You see, a few sessions back I said, write your presentation the way that you would say it, not the way you would write it, okay? Or read it. Be natural. You want your audience to feel like you're talking to them. I love it. I love when I give a presentation in front of a large or small audience and people come up to me at the end and they're like, I felt like you were talking to me. I needed to hear that. Yeah, I did it just a few weeks ago. A guy came up to me. Actually, it wasn't a few weeks. It was only 2 weeks ago at a presentation I was doing in my local area. Guy comes up to me at the end, and I started this message out, and I said, someone needs to hear this. This message may be for you. But at the end of the presentation, he came up and he spoke to me. He said, Ernie, I've been struggling with diabetes for quite a while. And to hear that you had some life struggles with your weight, and you went from 267 pounds all the way down to 193 pounds, and that was over 10 years ago. To hear that you did that, and to hear that you are a coach, that really inspired me. I wanted to hear more. That's what he said. Awesome. Talk to your audience. Be conversational with them. Let them know that you're talking to them, and then they'll come back up to you. You see, it's not necessarily what you say, but it's how you say it that makes a world of difference. That's public speaking tip number 23. Number 23, baby. Hey, we're doing this. Can you believe that? We're doing it. Hang in there, and I'll see you on number 24.